know you guys are shorthanded, but I mean, just how disappointed, I guess, are you in the way that things unfolded tonight?
Yeah, I'm disappointed when we lose, but credit to Alvin and his staff, Chris and Jeff and Fred and those guys. They wanted it. They were desperate, and they played like it. So a lot of credit to New Orleans.
Would you expect your team to be more desperate given your situation right now?
I mean, you'd hope they would be. It's heavy. When you lose games, it's heavy, especially on a streak. But I liked what we did the last couple days in practice. I know we felt good about those things. They didn't translate tonight.
You have been said that your guys have handled pretty well the ups and the downs of the season, but did tonight it looked like maybe, I don't know if give up is the right word, but just the way that they played tonight did not seem to have the energy that you'd want.
Yeah, I don't think those are the right words to use. So I think frustrated. You can be frustrated because you've lost some games. So, but I'm not using those words.
Do you think that it's the offense or the defense right now that is? I mean, I know they play into each other, but it did seem like your inability to hit shots in close and your inability to get long rebounds are those kinds of, you could call them 50-50 plays, or whatever. I mean, how much of that was bad luck and how much of it was just kind of being outplayed?
Like I said, I give New Orleans credit. I thought they were first to loose balls. We were very poor finishing around the rim, and when you miss layups, I mean that's almost like a turnover in a lot of ways because you got a lot of guys on the perimeter. They're able to get the rebound, and they're getting out on the break and getting out into a broken court situation. So they all played a factor.
I know that one of the things you want to keep telling your players is to trust the system and follow the system. Is it harder when this kind of thing happens? I mean, do you notice like a desire to break off from it more?
I think naturally, sometimes when things aren't going well, you might have, a slight desire, but I can still look at the stats. I can still look at, our shot selection for the most part. I can still look at, where teams are beating us on the defensive end, and not be happy or comfortable, but at least feel like there, is growth within the system, or at least steadiness, even though shots aren't going in and outcomes aren't what we want.
How difficult is it to maintain some sense of positivity when things are going as poorly as they've gone lately?
I don't know if it's difficult. It hurts right now, but I'm gonna be the same person I am tomorrow that I was today, and that's wake up, go to work, and that's what our group is going to do. Be positive about it and feel good about going into Denver, and that's what we're going to do.
It's the biggest change offensively when Karl's not there, and how does that maybe allow the opponents to defend you differently?
Yeah, I mean, it's very obvious that Karl's a big part of our offense, and what he does, he kind of, when things aren't going well, a lot of times you're able to, get him in the post, and one guys can rest along the perimeter a little bit, where they don't have to work as hard, and he's a guy who can go, get you a basket in a lot of situations. So we miss that, but hey, it's the NBA, and people don't feel sorry for you when guys are out. People, they saw that and they took advantage of the opportunity.
Does everyone else have to heighten their urgency to get rebounds when Karl's not out there?
Yeah, because he is, he's a guy who's a double-digit rebounder. So, we didn't have anybody in double digits tonight. Had a couple guys, close, but yeah, there should be a heightened urgency for that.
The last time you guys played without Karl was obviously a different result. What would you kind of take that was the most different between that Washington game without Karl and tonight?
Yeah, I think Jake was a factor in that. that game as a ball mover, but you don't want to put it on one person. At that time, it was still early, and it's one of those things too. Is Karl's out. Hey, we've lost some games as of late in December, and so things get heavy, throughout the game when things might not be going your way. I thought that early in the year we were kind of a team that just kept playing, and we'll find that, and we will find it, and we'll fight our way out of this thing. But it's got to be together. It's got to be as a unit, not as individuals.
Do you want to comment on why Robert didn't start the game?
He was late for something, and the details matter to this team, and the habits matter, and it was handled privately.
Right, just one more with that. Do you get a sense that, can you tie together losing streak, something like that, letting something slip like that late, coming late to something that you want? I mean, do you feel like maybe those two things go hand in hand, or was that just an accidental, coincidental thing?
I believe it was an accidental, coincidental thing.